Is Matthias fine?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
but yeah,
And what was your role on the project?
I I was like concept designer.
Okay.
Like I basically I was there in the when all the ideas came from what type of game why we wanted to make.
Okay, so you
And
were like helping to plan out like the sort of like
yeah,
the raw concept of like what how the game's going to work and like
yeah,
picking what genre of game you're going to make.
yeah. And then they asked me to write some things.
Hmm.
So like the lore of the game
Okay.
and trying to give it a story. So I was mostly working on that. And then well today I made the translation,
Okay.
the English, the text I translated to English so we can have it here in this presentation.
I really do appreciate that because I was hoping maybe one of you would be able to explain how the game works for me because what is the actual language the game is written in?
The game is made in Unity.
Sorry, I meant um uh like nationality language.
Oh, nationality. Okay. It's Spanish, actually.
Okay, okay. I thought it looked familiar, but I don't know. Like I think the best I could do is maybe like pronounce some of it, maybe
Okay.
half correct, but I really did I don't know anything. The so I'm Canadian, and that
Ah,
means that I
okay.
know English and
Yeah.
pizza toppings in French. That's
Okay.
about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have a great command of European languages in general, but my background is Hungarian, so that's really the only other language that I can recognize.
Yeah.
Um, so I'll get started with trying
Uh,
to understand the game here.
one thing
Yeah.
before that, the Seba says that he can't join
Okay.
because of the Twitch account. I, I don't know.
Well,
He can
the
he can't join the call because of the Twitch account, he says.
can he join the Discord via the invite that I sent?
I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, because you should like even if you can't watch what's happening on Twitch, that's fine. You can still participate in the voice call.
Hmm.
And I'll just read the instructions in the meantime. Okay, so we've got the Veil, which is the ultimate defense system, winner of the Space Colony Preferred Defense System 2 years in a row. Okay, well, I appreciate the flavor here. According to Amazing Industries magazine, protects buildings from environmental catastrophes. I'm guessing that's going to be important. Um, I'm realizing I'm bleeding time here as I'm reading these explanations, but maybe I'll restart the game once I've read everything. Okay,
Okay.
so the house is equipped to increase productivity and cover all the basic needs of your average worker, according to the studies carried out at the University of Amazing Industries Incorporated. Raise population limit by 100. Okay. However, has a little bit of contamination, small percent to happiness. The meta farm. What is better than a conventional farm? The new meta farm. Oh, hang on. I got to do this in my sales pitch voice. What's better than a conventional farm? The new Meta Farm 3500, equipped with state of the art technology. Does everything a normal farm does, only at twice the energy cost. Collects 100 hunger points per day. Okay, we've got the Mineral Extraction Unit version 2.1.3. The old model is still the most widely used in space colonies. Now they are equipped with units that reduce groundwater pollution, turning it into surface water pollution. Well, okay. I feel like that's not like that's maybe better, but also not great. Okay, we've also got the energy extraction unit, which is the most sold energy extraction unit model last month. Be retro from the center of the planet to the batteries of your space colony. Okay, collects 3 energy per day. And is there anything that actually decreases contamination, or is it all okay? Amazing Industries Research Center opens registrations. New careers approved by the council. Come learn everything the Amazing Industries Inc. wants from you. Disclaimer: study credit not included, of course. Allows the player to build advanced and eco buildings. Okay, so I'm hoping that at some point I will unlock a structure that allows me to not to reduce my contamination, because it seems like everything increases contamination.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The first buildings that you have available, they all increase contamination.
Okay.
Until you build the research center, then you
Mhm.
can unlock like different buildings. That decreases.
Okay, so I need energy to build that, and the only thing that gives me energy is the was the hang on, that's the requirements. Requirements, contamination, raises population, collects hunger, increases mineral points, collects 3 energy. Okay, so I have to build the energy extraction unit. So let's start with one of those, I guess. Let's see how this goes. So I feel like I need that energy. Okay, that's ticking up. And then I still have some left over, so raises population limit. I feel like my population limit is fine right now, but I'm probably going to need food, so let's build a farm as well. And right now, I don't know if there's any benefit to building things on any specific spot on the map. Okay, so we've got that going. I... Is the game just the one screen, or can you move the camera around?
No, it's just the fixed map.
Okay. And do the tiles on the map have any functional difference, or is it just different artwork?
No, it's just it doesn't matter where you put the buildings.
Okay. Okay, so that was very expensive, and I need more minerals before I can build anything else. That requires... That's hunger, and this is going to get me minerals. Okay, so I need 150 minerals before I can build a structure that lets me start to build more structures. Although I'm very good on food, so I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Seems like my happiness is fine. My population is slowly ticking up. So while we're waiting for me to get the minerals that I need, can
Yeah.
you tell me a bit about how you decided on this as the idea that you were going to make?
Well, we discussed a lot of different ideas about
Mm-hmm.
because in the global game jam you have like a theme,
Right.
then and the theme this year was duality.
Mm-hmm.
So we first we discussed how can we take that theme and make it into an engaging mechanic
Mm-hmm.
first, and then build around that. And I don't know. We thought about platformers, about RPGs,
Mm-hmm.
about and somehow somewhat the idea of an RTS came, and the developer, the programmer,
Mm-hmm.
he was really good making things, with numbers and statistics and things like that. He had made previous work in game mechanics like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea just like we started to like going through that, that idea that, yeah, an RTS, it may be really fun. And then the making the center thing, the duality. And so we thought, well, the if you build things, you get pollution. And then if you do like I don't know, then nature can come around and like try to I mean, nature comes and has like these disasters happening. So trying to make a balance, like nature balances itself in the end.
Okay.
So and that's how the idea became, I think.
Right. So we have our sort of balance meter at the top of the screen here
Yeah.
between like natural forest and built up machinery.
Hmm.
And a lot of the lore descriptions that I was reading in the game so far seem to reflect a kind of dystopian,
Yeah.
ultra capitalist kind of we are going to dictate what is best. But here I can build the amazing industries.
Yeah.
Um, this was my research facility, so now I've unlocked a couple new structures,
Hmm.
um, which hopefully some of these can help. Okay, this actually increases contamination a whole lot. Uh, wow, my happiness is not doing very well at all. Oh my gosh, that's falling very rapidly. Okay, well, what increases happiness? The houses, but
Uh,
only a little bit. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I'm gonna run out of happiness very quickly here. Is that because I built this too soon? Okay, so this helps to boost happiness. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have enough. My happiness is gonna run out before that. So do you lose if you run out of happiness?
No, no, no.
Okay.
You're just going to have a very sad population.
Oh, okay. Um.
There are still a lot of things about this game that we are working on.
Okay.
So this is just like the prototype that we made for the jam, but
Okay.
we are still working on improving it. So yeah.
Okay. So what actually is the lose condition for the game then?
Um, I guess there is no loose condition
Okay.
yet. I mean, if you keep building things, suddenly the nature will like use a meteor strike to destroy everything.
Okay.
So, but we are not clear in that part yet.
Yeah, because I have noticed that contamination is not something that I can see,
Mhm.
or is the contamination measured on the bar on the top?
Yeah, the bar on the top could. mm, Uh, I would say that the bar in the top it says like it is like nature
Hmm.
in one side and like humanity in the other. So
Okay. Um, so unfortunately, I have lots of energy but not many minerals. So I need to wait before I can build anything else here.
or
Um,
you can build more extractors too. So
yeah, but I noticed that there are better extractors here, like this really expensive one that is actually um, reduces contamination and boosts happiness and is even more minerals. So it seems like that's the best one to build.
mhm.
Um, it doesn't actually seem like there's any downside to building some of these more advanced structures other than the cost.
the yeah the idea was to to like um uh, I'm, I'm, I'm I'm starting to get
That's
I'm
okay.
starting to the English the limit in
Oh no,
English
that's
here.
all right. Um,
Um, the idea it's like if you look at the other the other extractor,
mhm,
because you have like three extractors down there.
right.
The one in the middle, it's actually less expensive
Mhm,
and it produces more minerals.
right.
So the idea was to keep that impression, that some things will produce more but contaminate more. But at the
Mhm,
same time, the things that are more eco-friendly
mhm,
are expensive but produce less than the other things, and you just play with that, you know. Uh,
mhm.
let the player experience it by themselves.
Okay, so there we go. We've built our advanced. I almost wish there was something that I could use to demolish old structures.
Yeah, like recycle structures.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
I think that would really help to get something that you can like reclaim these so that they're not a negative effect. Even if you could just get rid of them, you don't have to give me my money back. It would be nice if I could get
Mhm.
money back, but it would be best to just know that they're not contributing to the contamination anymore.
Yeah.
And okay, 10 minerals per day, tons of contamination, and less happiness. Right. And then this is the best one, which is the expensive, but also uh, lowers contamination and increases happiness. So you're definitely not um, forcing players to go down any one path unless they were interested in maintaining a
Mhm.
balance.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah,
I
because
guess
you can actually play against nature if you want, but the contamination bar will go like up. Oh,
yeah, I died. I think I did.
oh,
I run out of
sorry.
food or something.
Maybe, yeah. Oh,
Oh no.
so we do have like a game over. I
Okay,
didn't know that.
so you can get a game over
Sorry.
because you ran out of food. That's fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
One way you can play, for
mhm,
example, this game is like rush mineral first,
mhm,
like build a lot of mineral things, and then get the energy, and then the oh no no first minerals, then farms, then
mhm,
energy, I think, and then you can have like balance everything, and then the more eco-friendly buildings. But at the same time, if you rush minerals,
mhm,
you will get the like the catastrophes.
mhm.
You will unlock the meteor strike. Like
Yeah.
that's the only catastrophe that we managed to do in this short time.
Mhm. Yeah, because I did notice that last time I didn't have many minerals, but I had plenty of energy. So I guess I can
Hmm.
build. I don't know. You know what? Let's build the farm next because I know. Oh, hmm. Is there a way to
It
deselect what I'm building
th-
right now?
there's an
Oh, the
X
X.
down
Okay.
there.
Yes. I just the X was overlapping the house, and I wasn't sure if I should be
Mm.
clicking that.
Yeah,
Maybe if you made right click cancel whatever it is that you're currently holding.
yeah, yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, now I can build the energy extractor because I've got plenty of energy. Like that's not. In fact, I can. Okay, I shouldn't build the research center because that. Well, I don't actually know what happened. Why my happiness went down so much. It just seemed like when I built the because this is supposed to increase my happiness. So what happened here? I built this, and then my happiness last game went down to 0. But it seems like it's fine now. Okay, well, I'll just make sure that I just build enough farms to keep the food up.
And houses too.
Yeah.
I think the because I guess that the population can increase over the limit, you know,
Hmm.
but that will like kill happiness because you will
Hmm.
have overpopulation. I think that's the way it's problem.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that. But I've got plenty of food now. I don't. I seem to have way more resources this game than I did last game.
Yeah.
Um, well, I guess let's keep building the structures that. So the only things that reduce contamination are this solar panel and the advanced. So this produces minerals. This produces energy. So I guess I'm slightly lower on energy. So let's build another solar panel. And okay, so this extracts mineral, this extracts energy, this extracts energy, and this extracts energy, but it's clean. This is minerals, and this is minerals. But I see, this is the one you were mentioning that is like the most minerals, but also higher contamination, whereas this is the
Yeah.
best one, but it's also the most expensive. Okay, but I
Yeah.
can afford another one now, so let's put that down. I'm trying to think like what is an actual eco-friendly way of extracting minerals, and kind of the truth
Yeah.
of it is it's mostly just recycling what you already have. It's not actually extracting anything new.
Yeah. 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 That's right.
But okay, so I just got to make sure I keep on top of the houses. Do the structures have any effect on each other, like where you place them, or is that gonna maybe something you consider adding later?
Uh, that actually is a really good idea, but right now, no, they don't affect each other. But it's
Okay.
actually a good idea.
I know that some of these games they make it so that if you place a like mineral extractor right next to the house or the farm, it's bad for it. Like it pollutes it.
So, Seba is saying that the game over is produced when you have population zero.
Okay.
The people starts to leave the city,
Uh,
in this case, the colony, when it's not happy.
okay. So you have to keep your happiness up to prevent your
Yeah.
population from leaving.
And happiness is affected by the contamination,
Yeah.
the overpopulation, and the lack of food.
Okay. So that might have been what happened last time as because I can see that I'm in negative food right now. So I'll probably need to build another farm to keep that up. Because I've only got, yeah, the one farm was just enough. Okay, now I'm in positive food. This is
Mhm.
another thing that would be really helpful. If next to each of these numbers you had the current rate that they were ticking up or down, because I can look at it and I can see the number going up or down over time.
Okay.
But it would
Yeah.
really help if you had a little like +5 or
Hmm.
-3 next to the
Yeah.
number,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good idea.
just so
Really
you
good
can see
idea.
the trend.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing really well on minerals and energy. Our population is getting to be kind of big, so let's make sure we got some space for expansion. And then, other than that, if I'm just interested in reducing contamination, both of these structures are the exact same cost, and they both
Hmm.
produce happiness, but one of them is energy and one of them is minerals. I have plenty of both, so I guess I'll just keep building one of each.
Yeah.
And I gotta see.
We are implementing like
Mhm,
new structures, like a park,
mhm,
and I guess I don't remember the other one, but we want to introduce like other structures that don't produce
mhm,
like anything, but just gives like happiness or reduces contaminations and things like that.
mhm. It's very hard to get back over that center line.
Yeah.
So when do the meteor events happen?
Uh, I I was told that it happens in the 38, I think, or 40% uh,
Um,
of contamination. So you have
okay,
to pull the bar like more to the right
right,
to
okay.
start seeing that.
I think what would be helpful is that like right now, like it wasn't too hard to kind of pull the game back in the other direction, and then I'm assuming that once I get over this middle point, then there isn't much left that can stop me from just
Hmm.
filling every tile.
Yeah.
So, what I could suggest is maybe you have these events that are like these catastrophes that are caused,
Yeah.
and they'll happen based on a timer. And the further to the right the contamination is, the faster they happen. So
Yeah.
they still happen, as long as you are to the right of this middle point, but they
Yeah.
just happen less often. But that means that
Hmm.
you don't get into this runaway success situation that I'm in right now, where I can't really lose the game unless I don't pay attention to something over here. Like I just noticed I was running low on food, but it's not hard to just sort of keep on top of that at this point.
Yeah.
I'm almost back to the midpoint here. Okay, my food is barely still ticking up, but make sure every farm I place is just slowly dragging me back down, no matter how much solar and other stuff I build.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep on going, hopefully, until I can get back over to the positive side of things. Um, okay, well, I can still go ahead and ask some of the other questions that I usually do during the interview now that this is kind of taking care of itself. Um, so, can you talk a little bit about your involvement in the development? I know that you said that you weren't the like programmer, but what was your process for writing like the lore of the um, for the structures and then actually coming up with the ideas for how things would work?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Yes, of course. So maybe let's start with how did you come up with the actual design, like what building was going to do what and have what effects?
Um,
So there's
I
like a overall
actually, yeah, that
system, right?
that
Of
info
the
that the the game designer, he actually was the one who decided, like, who gave like the initial, like, roster of buildings,
okay,
and this building will do this and that, and we need energy, happiness, and this, and he came with all that idea.
okay,
He he says that he used StarCraft as reference
okay.
for yeah, the buildings and the minerals, I think. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, StarCraft has minerals.
Yeah, you have the two
And
currencies.
yeah, he says that he's vegan
Hmm.
and ambientalist. Like, how's that? Ambientalista? How's is in English? I don't
Hmm.
remember. So yeah, he just made that cross between fiction and real facts.
Okay. Um, yeah, okay. I think so. You've got the natural disasters that happen when the dot goes more over to the right. And
Yeah.
then is there anything that happens when the dot gets more over to the left?
Um, no, we haven't implemented that yet.
Okay.
We just have the the, the right the right part of the bar
Okay.
program. Yeah.
Well, let's make things interesting and go all in on pollution so we can see some of that.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, at this point, I think it might be easier for me to just start a new game because I've put so many other healthy structures down.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need minerals first, then I need energy. Let's let that build up. Okay, so we'll let that happen, and then um, can you talk a bit about how you approach the writing for the game?
Yeah. So I I thought about, the theme
Hmm.
of this jam, duality.
Yeah.
So I thought, how can I implement that into the story? And because you have this situation when you have the player, it's who is controlling a like a space colony, and he's building things, and the nature and human part is one of the duality things. So
Hmm.
somehow, and even with recent events in real life,
Hmm.
I thought that what if this is like a future when there's like dystopian future, an
Hmm.
enterprise that is so big that owns everything, even other planets, and also I remember like The Sims,
Hmm.
if you think about when you what read the descriptions of the things you build in The Sims, they are like this, they have like this funny like way of describing things. Like they are like useful, but not
Hmm.
that much. So I try to implement that, give it like that kind of humor.
Yeah, yeah. So it sort of like barely describes what it actually does, but it's mostly about telling a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's a great approach. It definitely gives the game a good sense of humor where um, okay, here we go. Just I'm gonna keep on building these polluting structures to push us in the bad direction because I want to see some of these meteor strikes.
yeah. And then I don't know if you read the descriptions of the eco-friendly buildings.
Oh, I don't. I guess I didn't because I only read the descriptions of the ones the game starts with.
Okay, then you can read them then,
Okay.
because I also tried to like that was like something like to think about, because how do you put in a game when it's supposed to everything is supposed to be polluting,
Hmm.
and you have like build like eco buildings, how do you implement that into the lore of the
Hmm.
game?
Okay, I'll open that up once I build the research center again.
Yeah.
Because I'll still, yeah, actually, I'll build that now. Okay, so there we go.
And
So now we've got the special structures. So first of all, we've got the boosted energy extractor. I'll read this in the commercial voice again. Amazing Industries Inc. is proud to present the new model of underground energy extraction. Get yours now before the new model comes out next month. That's good. And then we've got the solar panel. Amazing Industries Inc., in tune with the new green movements, launches its eco friendly model. Nothing says I'm in to the other space colonies more than one of these in your base. Okay. And we've got. Yeah, this is the shroud that's going to cover a much larger area. And I also think it's an advanced structure. So, improved model of the colonial defense system, now with fortified layers capable of blocking the views of the environment, so you don't have to endure that annoying nature. That's great. Okay, and then here's our mineral eradicator unit. Developed by our best engineers who discovered that by removing the emergency beacons, the new model could produce much more without the needless fear of thinking about the consequences. Oh, that's great. I feel like that is, I don't know, the fact that these structures glow as well.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that is the idea about that is to show uh, another kind of pollution, the light pollution of the cities.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, it's one of the sad things that where I live, I'm in a pretty big city, so I can't
Mm.
see the stars.
Yeah,
But if I go up to my grandparents' cottage, it's far enough north that I can see the stars. So that's nice, at least. And then we've got the mineral
your
eradicator.
happiness is going down.
Oh yeah, I did see that,
Your
but I
the
figure
population is, yeah.
yeah, my population's over as well. Okay, I'm gonna build another house then.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's better as long as the food is still no food is also going down. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good. Everything is pushing me in the negative direction here. So as long as I can get that happiness back up, maybe if I can build another. Oh no, that these actually decrease the happiness. It's these ones that boost the happiness. Okay. um. Okay, so it's only the basic energy extractors that increase happiness and houses. Okay, well you know what? We're just gonna build a ton of houses to compensate. Oh, there's the
Yep.
meteors. We do not have much time to protect everything. Okay, I can protect these things. Yeah, because the actual like number of days you have is really not much. I was kind of lucky that a lot of the structures I built are just not in line with where the meters are going to fall.
Yeah, it's random. The the spots where they're going to fall.
Oh boy. Oh, actually, but that reduced a bunch of the contamination. Is that meant to be like a sort of self-correcting thing where the when the meteors hit the ground, you sort of get back the contamination that you caused?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I mean there are going to be a lot of another like the idea is like it's going to be another catastrophes
Mm-hmm.
like floodings and I don't know tornadoes and things like that.
Yeah.
So we're just like trying things,
Right. Yeah.
testing things.
Okay. Just got to make sure I keep my happiness up. I'm still trying to see if I can have another meteor storm event. Um, okay, and then I don't think I read this one. So, based on resolution, yeah, whatever. Okay, that's great. Published earlier this year by the United Nations of Amazing Industries, we are forced to leave the model with extra emergency beacons available for the public. No, that's great. Okay. I think that I've read all the descriptions of the structures now.
Yeah.
Um, so, do you want to talk a bit more about what other plans you have for the game going forward?
Well, now we are working, as I said, to implement more buildings, like different buildings,
Yeah,
like another farm, an eco-friendly farm,
right.
park also, and then we want to like work in the phone version actually,
Okay.
because this was like a test,
Hmm.
like making it, building it fast and everything. But we want to release it for phones. For yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me a bit about what are your goals for releasing it on phones?
Um. Go. What do you mean by goals?
Like, what do you hope to get from releasing the game uh, on phones? Do you hope that it's going
Oh.
to earn money, or are you doing it just for the experience?
Well, actually, this is the first game
Hmm.
that the company is making.
Okay.
You know. So yeah, we want experience, obviously.
Hmm.
The to get promoted and keep doing more games.
Okay. Because I always tell people who are working on mobile games that the only games that are really going to succeed are Match 3 games and Farmville clones.
Yeah,
Or some other game that has like a really big economy of selling pictures of pretty anime girls.
yeah, the
Um,
gacha games.
yeah. So, you know, I always caution people like it
Mhm.
depends on what your objectives are. And that's why I was asking like what were your goals were for releasing the game? Because I think it's great to get the experience,
Yeah.
But in terms of the amount of effort that it takes to release something on a mobile platform, you have to think about what is likely to make money on that platform.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, what makes money and what is a thing that you actually want to make might be kind of far apart from each other. So the last thing I would want you to do is to spend a lot of time and money and then make something that maybe you are happy with, but then it doesn't earn enough money for the business to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've actually got to protect a couple more structures. So let's put these. Okay, I can put one here and another one here. I've been getting very lucky with the meteor strikes so far.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I guess you'd have to think very carefully about how the economy in the game is going to work. Um,
Hmm.
Again, if it's something that you're hoping to, it depends on how you want to monetize the game.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me, like, if you happen to know if the game is, are you going to release the game for free with microtransactions, or were you hoping to release the game as a paid application?
I'm gonna ask.
Sure.
I'm gonna ask Seba because I mean, because he's like the the Scrum manager.
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, he says that free.
Okay.
The game's it's going to be available free for free.
Free with microtransactions. Oh well, hang on. Did uh, is it the person who just joined on the Discord? Um, is that one of the other developers in the
Joined where?
introductions? Seba Diaz.
Yeah,
Oh
I
well,
guess I think yeah he's.
if he's able to, I can add a permission so that he can join. Sorry, I was keeping an eye on that, and then I turned away to look at the game, and then now it's been like half an hour, and I only just added permission to join the live stream voice channel. So if he can, he's welcome to join live stream voice. I just added permission now. So sorry I didn't notice that. But okay, so we've got our meteors falling in 3 days, 2 days. We got incredibly lucky with this meteor fall. Like it's not going to be close to any of our structures. Like with the fact that the meteors restore so much of um, the contamination balance is going to be incredibly easy. Um, I don't know. I think we're going to be able to get back to 100%. Um, so this is what you mean when you were saying that you can just build structures that contaminate, but you can still get further in the game
Yeah.
because you can just count on the protection structures to block things and then. But yeah, if you are planning on a phone interface, um, then you would definitely have to. You can't do things like right click. So the X button for that to cancel what you're building works. Um, but yeah, I guess in terms of monetization, like I don't. I have some suggestions for what not to do. I don't have good suggestions for what to do.
Yeah. It's actually it's really hard
Oh
to
yeah.
like the balance, what a game can or can't do and to get it right. So
Okay, I think I'm going to lose. Well, just this one structure here if I don't put another there. I definitely could have planned this out better to leave more space for my shields. Um, but I guess if you want people to be participating in the microtransactions, then you really have to shift the entire economy of the game. so that it lasts over a much longer period of time. You have to add a whole lot more in terms of the progression and make it so that you have more structure unlocks. I think I covered everything. Yeah, looks like. You could even make it so that the structures are continually consuming energy, so there's a balance. You have to keep
Hmm.
your shield generators up. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I can imagine there's lots of things you'd have to do to adjust the economy of the game.
Yeah.
My gosh, I have my volume turned up so loud so that I don't know why the microphone input's kind of quiet, so the follow just startled the heck out of me. But I have to say, so first of all, thank you for giving me the follow yesterday. I guess I wasn't live at the time, but also thank you for the follow to Xtelin, who just followed right now. Um,
He's the programmer.
okay, okay. Well, thank you very much, and yeah, if you want to talk more about the game, again, I don't have suggestions exactly for what to do. Um, it really depends on the direction that you want to take it in, but I can see my happiness is slowly ticking down, so I'm gonna try to build a couple more houses. My food is doing fantastic though. Like,
Hmm.
I guess I just have a whole ton of farms. So I think it would be interesting. I think the sort of unfortunate message that I reached here is that you can do just fine by being a terrible polluting jerk, and I think that's
Yeah.
kind of the opposite of what you're going for.
Yeah. Yeah. We still need to balance a lot of things here in the game, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I do look forward to the idea that maybe the sort of like how it is in real life, the more high pollution solutions are the kind of quick return on the money that you spend, but then they're
Yeah.
ultimately damaging in the long term. Whereas
Hmm.
the greener solutions are more difficult to manage. Like the power that you get from solar or wind is intermittent, and you have to manage batteries, and then how green are batteries in the long term if you have to mine minerals to build them. I think you have a great opportunity to make a real commentary on the the real situation that we find ourselves in. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I'm sure you can unlock other structures that could complicate things. Obviously, uh, stuff like nuclear, whether you believe whether it's safe or whether you think that it isn't worth the trade off for how long you have to prevent the radiation from contaminating. Like if you build a nuclear power plant and then it gets hit by a meteorite, that would be
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Yeah. Pretty messed up.
But yeah, I still think there would be a good opportunity to um, maybe teach a lesson with the game design. Well, I think this one power plant here is not protected by anything, so I'm gonna let this one get destroyed just to see what happens. Oh, okay, it just poof goes away. Well, I think overall we did quite well here. Our happiness is not as good as it was in the other game, and our
Yeah.
population isn't very high either. So I guess that's something you could also have in the game is some mechanic where structures can only operate at maximum efficiency if there are people to work in the structures, and people don't want to work if their happiness is too low.
Yeah. Like starting riots and things like that.
Or whether there just isn't enough population. Like if people aren't happy, then they don't move into the city, and then there's no one to run the structures.
Yeah.
But you definitely can do riots down the line as like an extreme measure, a result of
Hmm.
low happiness.
Yeah. That's a
But
good idea.
uh, yeah, I hope that some of these suggestions are useful.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah, of course. This is what I do all the time is I play things and I give suggestions and feedback. Um, and I think that not only will demolition be helpful just for getting rid of buildings you don't want anymore, but for potentially replacing them with new higher tech versions of structures. So even if you don't have infinite space, and I'm assuming you will add more space, but just being able to upgrade what you have and change it around.
Mhm.
All right. Well, is there anything else that you want to say about the game?
Um, I don't know if you notice the music
Mm-hmm.
also
Yep.
of the game. Yeah, we worked with a musician in the team that he was like he is like amazing, you know. He himself, you know, alone, he came with all this, you know, background music, and we had the idea that the music was going to be changing, you know, if uh if the bar goes way to the left or to the right, the music will be different.
Yeah.
And then a couple hours later, he came and like, guys, I have this, and he showed the background music, and it was amazing, you know.
Nice.
So that also and also the artist, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the one who made all the assets,
Yeah.
really good work too. And actually the team that was uh, formed in this situation was a really good team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was just like, we we wanted to, you know, give like, you know, like, room for
Mm-hmm.
everyone to make their they to give their ideas or to give their designs or the music, and the result
Mm-hmm.
was very good for what we got.
Excellent.
And it was the first time we worked together.
Mhm,
Actually, Seba and the programmer,
mhm.
excellent, they knew each other, they worked together. And the rest of us, like, we didn't know each other, and there was just like um a random pick, you know. And
Mhm.
we started working like right away, and it was an amazing experience and everything. So yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm really glad that it all worked out. And where can people find you and find the team on social media? Is there some like
W-
links and
we're
Twitter accounts I could share?
Yeah, we are still working on that. I mean,
Mhm.
I have my own links, and the guys, I think I have an Instagram and stuff like that. I can
Okay.
share them
Yeah, of course.
if you want. And but you know, as a team, we don't have anything yet. We're just starting. So,
Right.
but I'm gonna look up right now. The
I'm trying to push things back in the other direction with the crazy amount of resources that I have, but I think I'm going to run out of uh, space. It's hard to tell exactly. I guess the top two lines on the map, you can't build anything there.
yeah, I guess. But if you try to, you know, look at the right spot, you actually can build in all the tiles.
Okay. Yeah, I see. It's actually possible to build behind the UI here if there's an opening. Well, oh, hang on. Got a couple more spots here. I think I filled every tile on the map. We're almost at 100% green. That's so frustrating. We got so close. Oh well. Oh, hang on. Uh, oh, that's like 99% green. There's just like one more spot on the map there. Wait, no, I think I did it. I think that's 100% green now. Yeah, there we go. That's it. We made it all the way to 100% bad, and then we made it all the way back to 100% good. Yeah, I think I can hear a bit of the like dynamic music that you were talking about. Yeah, well, there we go. We went all the way bad and then all the way good. We just placed a million solar panels. That solves the problem. Climate
Yeah.
change crisis averted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matthias, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about the game. And I'm going to,
I
uh,
I sent the I
yes, I'm
just
going to
sent
post it
the
across.
links.
Okay. So, yes, we've been playing Nature or Human. Okay, just Alt 4 out of the game here. But yes, if anyone else would like to try the game, um, are you going to upload the English build that you shared with me, maybe on itch.io or something? Because I know you
Yeah,
can't.
we're working on that. We're
Okay,
working on a site when we can upload the English version too.
okay, yeah, because I know that the global game jam doesn't let you. Um, it doesn't let you change the files that are available.
Yep.
And oh, here I'll just grab the entire post that you sent me. Put that in the chat there.
I'm missing one account. So
Who is missing
the
here?
game designer.
Okay. Um, Alric.
Yeah, Ulrich.
All right. Well, if you do happen to find something for Alric, you can always add it into the chat there. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap things up there for now. And thank you once again for uh, talking me through the game.
I got it.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
gonna send it. I'm gonna send it.
Yeah.
It's uh, yeah, that.
Okay. Oh, what happened there? I tried to copy the link, but Instagram was like, "Oh, so do you want to log in?" It's like, no, I just want to
Yeah.
post it. No, I guess for some reason, it's forcing you to log in to look at the page. But anyway, yeah, there we go. We got links for everyone in case people would like to check it out. And yeah, I guess we'll wrap things up there. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to show our game,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
this was really a really great experience. Really
Yeah.
something new for me.
Great. Yeah, so
Also,
best of
yeah.
luck with
Thank you.
the continued development. And if you have a later version of the game that you'd like to share, I'd be more than happy to take a look at it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye for
Okay.
now.
Bye.